direction. Show us where you want care package ready for delivery. The objectives.
What is up, YouTube? This is Finn here, and today I have a 47-0 gameplay on the map Village. And that little clip in the beginning shows what happens to me every single time I get a quad. My kill feed gets split by some genius. And in this gameplay, I do not get a Moab. I get 2 Osprey Gunners. I get a 17 gun streak. And we have a special commentary today. And I have a buddy with me, and his name is Will. Say hello.
I'm that camper. Is here.
Yes, he is part of the Encore clan. He's one of the 4 people with a PVR. Well, there's 3 PVRs, but there's 4 people who use them all.
Okay,
and I don't care. I can't count. So
life story.
we have this is gonna be called School Stories Episode 1. All the stories that happened in our school this year. And the first one is
About time we had a food fight with autistic kids.
yes. And so let's just say everybody in the Encore clan except for one person. That's Ben, was at our lunch table. Oh yeah, and Noah. So we have 9 people in the Encore clan. And whatever. And so it was me, Will, Joshua, Chip, Zach, another Will, Jack, and then Nick. I forgot somebody. Did I forget me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot myself.
But Nick wasn't in the Encore.
Yeah, Nicholas is not in the Encore clan. He's just a random.
God analogy.
And then see, one time Joshua, the genius, I like calling people geniuses, threw a pretzel at Chip, and then they started throwing pretzels back and forth. And then one time Chip had dodged a pretzel, and it flew back and hit. See, it hit an autistic kid, because right next to our lunch table is the autistic kid lunch table. It hit an autistic kid.
Nathan chose your table.
Yeah, I did not choose our
His
table.
best friends are our table over.
And so, in this particular kid sort of, screams out, and then at that exact moment, Zach Chip is like tickled by Zach in a way because no, he wasn't tickled. He was like punched or something in a way, but it was ticklish. But by Zach, so that way Chip started bursting out laughing, and then this lady who is gonna come up in a story in a little episode by Will in like a minute or so. This lady started screaming at Chip for laughing at it, and she blamed our whole table. She went up and told the assistant principal that our whole table threw pretzels at this little girl, and that we were all laughing. No, it was one kid laughing, one kid threw a pretzel, and so then we all had to move tables, we all had to separate. And so it was Nicholas and Will here in the room moved to Nicholas's old table. Me and Zach had to split up and sit by ourselves with some other kid some kid who was on drugs. And then Joshua, Chip, who were the people who actually caused the accident, moved back to our old table with Jack and the other Will. And I thought that was the most unfair thing in the world, because they're the ones who actually did something, and we all have to move. So that way, eventually we got back. So we got back and sat in the same table after we apologized for nothing. It was
story.
And then so this lady who actually got us all in trouble has something to do with her.
Okay, it's not anything like Sandusky status or anything. Don't worry. So this is what happens. This middle kid that he was
supervising.
Yes. So they were in my art, and they're like right next to me on my table. And once I get back to lunch, this lady just storms in, freaking slams the door. Everyone in the hallways and every other classroom just like piles up in the hallway. You just watch her scream at me, tell me how stupid I am for throwing pretzels. Just kidding, I didn't exaggerate. No one came from classrooms. Well, I'll be watched in my classroom. And this girl right next to me starts laughing her freaking head off. Oh my god.
And this lady is, like, every single time we say something, like we said something this year that was about our table, Like whenever, like literally, whenever we said something about at this tone, she'd tell us to shut up or something, while we were like talking about like COD. I don't know.
Yeah, Nathan.
And so, the second story we have is about. Let's see. It was when we were in agriculture class, ag science class, where we were loading mulch with a pitchfork into our ag teacher's truck so he can go plant something in like a festival over the weekend. And Chip, he was the one with the pitchfork. It was me and Chip with the pitchforks, because you know we're like the most buff people there. We were the ones carrying the big haul of mulch. And our friend Corbin throws mulch in the air, and Chip's jumping off the truck with the pitchfork aimed down. But it was obviously off to the side, but the mulch hits Chip's face, and the pitchfork comes right down into Chip's leg. And it was really...
The pitchfork got hit markers.
Yes, the pitchfork got hit markers. And another story about what happens in ag class like that. This was a fun story. Chip was telling everybody. See, Chip and Zach, they're twins. They somehow got put in the same agriculture class. They were... Zach was playing Call of Duty, and he's just stood up to go to like dinner or something, and he popped his knee and sprained it. And Ag, we're making a joke that he rage quit and then like sprained his knee. So that was another story in Ag, and also there was also a guy who was swinging around a shovel, and he hit this guy in the head. His head started bleeding, and everybody even saw him do it. And so, but the ag teacher thinks it was everybody hit him and like gang beat him. And so, and we were telling the teacher that this guy did it all, and this guy wouldn't admit it. And this guy was being a total jerk, and got us all almost in school suspension. So those were pretty good episodes this year at school. There's been a lot more. Well, yes, like the time where Zach, you know, got hit in the balls with a dodgeball, and he had to be assisted out of the gym by a teacher that was a chick. Those are all the stories we have today, and did I already explain the turtle talk? Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll just leave the gameplay.
We're gonna leave the gameplay for the rest of this. I hope you enjoyed the School Stories episode 1.
Subscribe to I'm Not Camper and the Encore Clan 1. Like this video if you liked it, and leave a comment if you thought it was funny.
And this is the last kill. I thought this was a pretty gay kill, because I was obviously the one who got the last kill. Okay. And there's my first ever flawless. Alright, I'll see you guys later.